You wake up and look around your room, and it's an ordinary day. You're just glancing around, and then you remember that tonight is your senior prom and you only have leather armor. So you go to your chemistry professor, Dr. Franco, for help. Dr. Franco tells you she'll reward you with diamond armor only if you can complete her chemistry puzzle. It is a series of puzzles and questions relating to what she's taught you in the class. You drop down in the first room. You see a wall of levers and a wall of signs. You click on the book and she gives you the rundown. If you complete the puzzle and her challenges, she'll reward you with some new shining diamond armor. But if you lose or don't complete, you're stuck in leather scraps. The questions ask what is Avogadro's number and which of the polyatomic ions are positive. Remember back and remember that Avogadro's number is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd power. And you remember that between nitrite and ammonium, that ammonium is positive. You go to the next room and see a wall of buttons and a book. The book tells you to balance an equation, and that the coefficient of the H is the column number, and the coefficient of the O is the row. You know that the coefficient of the H will be 4, and that the coefficient of the O will be 2, so the button is column 4 and row 2. You press it and the door opens for you to move to the next room. The third room, you see a target on the ground, you see a dropper in the wall, and you see 4 levers. And you see a stoichiometry problem. You are asked to figure out how many grams of NH3 can be formed from 5 grams of H2 and how many grams of N2 are required. You turn the page and you get a hint that levers 1 and 2 apply to part A and levers 3 and 4 apply to part B. After doing the math, you learn that part A is 28.1 grams and part B is 23.2 grams. The droppers shoot out a bow and arrow, so you shoot the targets and you can move on to the next room. You walk in and you see a sign telling you to place the button, and you see some minecart rails and some buttons on the wall. The questions ask about the electron configuration for sodium and asking about electronegativity. You deduce that is a true or false question. After solving, you know that part 1 is true, so you press the top button. And you know that part 2 is false, so you press the bottom button. 2 minecarts come out. So you open the chest attached to the minecarts, and you learn that one of them has a minecart in it, while the second one has a button. So you place the minecart on the empty rail and the button, and you take off into the next and final room. You see some signs on the wall, as well as an element drawn out, an atom. You read the book and it tells you this is the final challenge, and you are tasked to match the lever on the wall to the sign with the correct shape and bond angle. Thinking back to chemistry, you know it is a linear shape and that the bond angle is 180 degrees, and the next room opens. You learned that congratulations, you finished the chemistry puzzle. And with that, you are tasked to open the chest for your reward from completing the whole thing, the new diamond armor. You are now going to be able to shine at prom, and you're not going to be stuck at your leather scraps. You're also told to pull the lever to your right, and your prom experience will be ready to begin. You know this is your chance to shine at prom, and you will not hesitate to put on the diamond armor and look your best. With your new armor on, you pull the lever, and your prom is ready to begin.